The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry! Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will you be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake.
My boy! Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Clive crazy as hell. He really let himself. He really let himself get his ass beat by Odin like that, bro. It's crazy, bro. Now I really want his abilities now, cause the fact he's able to just cut through, bro, in his limit break form like that is saying a lot. And that's not forgetting, we didn't see Odin really do too much, bro. Like, he used his powers with his sword, but like, this man's swordsmanship next level, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it's really next level. Shit, but he should let me have control. He gave me control. I wouldn't took no L like that. I'd have beat his ass. I don't know why Clive is not using none of his other icon powers. That I don't know if he can or not. I know we can when we play as him, but hell, what I'm talking about. If we can do it when we play as him, why he not using them? He tripping. I'd have put up a good Titan rock shield. Stop blocking them shits or something. Clive tripping. That boy ain't using his full brain power. A Song of Hope. I'm back here.
Gav said that Otto might know something.
Alright. Of course, I come back here, Jill's taken, and how much I want to bet? I ain't gonna put no money on it, but I have a feeling Jill might not make it to the end of the story, and if she does, she gonna most definitely lose her icon long before then. After all, Clive's yet absorbed Shiva's powers and Joshua's powers and Odin's powers. They're the last three, so.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavor and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Shit, I thought he died the way he got down coughing and shit. Thought his ass about to croak. Yeah. I'm still thinking about how this man, Clive, got his goddamn ass beat by this man. He really got his ass beat, bro. It's crazy.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Alright. Yeah, I did all these side missions already. I just didn't ever come back to the hideaway. I went straight into the next mission, so. Now I'm collecting all these side missions that I haven't talked to anybody to do. Blackthorn, my guy. What you got for me?
What do you want?
Got a new sword? Ooh. It's better than my current sword? Brightburn? 270. 285. Okay. Alright. I think we can make something work with that. Let me get that in.
No scratches, right?
Yeah, I'll take it. Wait, it's better than my current one? Yeah.
Should last you a good while. No scratches, right?
Yeah, I hear you. Reinforce. Ah, that's how you reinforce stuff and make it even stronger. Oh, I can reinforce it and make it into. Ooh, I like that meteorite. And so, okay, all right. What's my current sword strength though? Is that 85? Alright, so if I reinforce it, I can then reinforce it in.
Thank me later.
I'm sure I will. Road crescents. Nah, I ain't gonna upgrade those just yet. That's all I need, my boy. That's all I need. Sharon, I need something off you real quick.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Right now?
Alright.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Alright, Karen. That's a nice little story and everything.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
But I need to buy a weapon. And you don't have any weapons currently stronger than anything I got. But you may have some items when it comes down to... Yes. No, you ain't got nothing to increase my... I want something to increase by 35% with EXP. God damn it. But you ain't got nothing like that though. Increase my ability points earned on combat counters. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. But I'll tell you what I do need.
It'd better all be here.
20,000? Yeah, I'm not dropping 20,000 for that. I still ain't got the sort of money I have to spend and waste like that. Last elixir. The hell does that do? I want to K out. I probably automatically restores all HP fuels and limit gauge. And increases attack power. Oh. Well, who would have thought that that's gonna come in handy if I go against the S rank? I'll keep that in mind in the future. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Alright, let's go. Let me go ahead and we're gonna go talk to the last person so I can confirm this last side quest I completed, and then we go talk to bro. Well, then I'm gonna talk to old girl.
How are we supposed to do our
Well, you got some new bounties on the board. Oh, let me guess, the dragon. Yeah, I know. I didn't mean to find a dragon, but I found it anyway. And it's level 50. I'm not fighting that shit. The pack? The fuck is that? Hey, Dread Comet. I don't really feel threatened by that though. Anything that's B or below, I don't feel threatened by it. I ain't gonna tell you that bad. I don't even feel threatened by anything really A or below, because he was A and he was ass. He was trash, and I beat him back when I was like level what, 30, 31, 32, somewhere around there.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Oh, this mission's still not over. Fine. With the return to Carol with the Elvis skin. What Elvis skin? Oh. Wait, before I go, since I'm already here.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at those ability points. Absolutely beautiful. No risk, no reward. Orchestra, Amber, and Talisman. You get even more, bro. Talisman, premium? What does that do? I'm very curious to know what that does now.
You earned this.
I know I earned it.
Well done.
I put a lot of hard work in. And I got 1,000 ability points. You just can't beat that. You just can't beat that. 1,000 ability points? I might need to start upgrading some of my whatchamacallits to like judgment bolt, stuff like that. But not right now though. Not right now. think I'm gonna start upgrading some other stuff first. Like, can I upgrade this in? No, I can't. But I can't upgrade. What's the ability I kept? This one? I might start upgrading this. Now I can start doing more with the spears. And then I upgrade this all the way. And I upgraded my heat wave all the way. Alright, so for right now, do I want to save up and upgrade it again? Upgrade Bahamut's Giga Flare? I think I might do that. Nah, hold up. Actually, go ahead and upgrade this. It needs to get stronger anyway. That's perfect. That way right there. See, now it does when they get multiple enemies. I'm talking to Karen and see what this is all about. And I see 2 missions here. Skin trade. The Elvis skin. Where's that at though? I don't see that on my map. Now I figure it out.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or 2 in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another, and our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But but that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
I enjoyed that moment a lot. I really have. I got a lot of respect for it. Otto.
My men and I lost an entire day avoiding a flood that wasn't there a fortnight ago.
Alright, there's somewhere else I need to go to apparently. But where though? I think it's here. Or whatever it is, Lost Wing 2? It's another mission here for Great Justice 2. Okay, so it's the other mission. It's just popping up. The skin trade. Alright, it's over here. That's right, because I was... Alright, yeah, I remember that now. I remember. I ain't gonna do it right now, yo. Since I'm already here, I might as well talk to Otto. I got everything I need. All my swords and stuff, all my equipment together, so...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
My father, like daughter. Search Mid's dungeon. Very well, very well. How many submissions have I built up though since then though? There's another one here. Where? In my chambers? I'll check it out. After I get mid stuff, I'll check it out. See what it's about. I don't want to get caught in too many side missions to the point where I can't find. I get slowed down from the main missions, but I do like doing them.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
Y'all like my new sword though? Y'all like how that shit look? Y'all know the sword of fire. Y'all know it do. And it's reinforced. It's a beauty.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
Well, I've already expected everything.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Mid. I know you like your realist, so I reckon I appreciate this one. Of all my adventures, this one the best. So when choosing its place of rest, I recall your oldest daughter, dearest, and now it sleeps here in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. We've had no word from what would that be?
Who knows?
Might know.
Who knows? But since I gotta go back through that way anyway, I might as well go to my office and get the figure out what the other mission is just here. And if I run into it, I can go outside and do it real fast if I run up with it. Things didn't go exactly as planned, so let's not talk about that right now. Someone decided to get their ass beat when we were there. Alright, yeah, I'm close. Just making sure. My office should be up here, right? Nope. Back this way.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Let's see what this other mission is I have. A humble request. Sure.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Wait, is that the mission I had at Martha's Rest, or is that something entirely different? Nah, I don't think it is. Alright, let's go. Let's go talk to Otto and then we'll dip out if they don't force me into another cutscene. Well, not cutscene, but you know, lock me out so I can't go anywhere else. If that happens, then I will go straight to the story mission, but you know, if I do have the option, then I will stop by that was it Dalamain? So I can go and complete that one mission when I got the Avis skin.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Alright. Expect the orchestra. Alright, this should be. Oh, wait, is that the device where you play the music at? Okay, never would have expected that.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye, aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Alright, we're gonna get back. You ain't gotta worry about that. Okay, new side missions. For me, they shouldn't have. God damn it. There's always a bunch of them, too.
Paul said it was an army of Akasha.
Yeah, I know what I got to do.
Alright, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. It's half of that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
I might as well take care of everything here. Y'all know how I do, bro. I'm gonna take care of everything here. Then I'm gonna go and then go out to the world. And then we go everything, then we go straight to the mission. And then whatever it leads me back here, then I go take care of all the other stuff. I remember you.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Tears of mercy. Let's see what I can do. You're right. Ordering her is not going to get us anywhere. So I'll help her solve the patient's problem first.
worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Tyre. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia bar one. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.